What are the guarantees and incentives that Uganda is offering to investors, foreign investors?
Now I'm going to invite you to go to the Investment Authority to hear about all the incentives and all the opportunities for investment and for business, because we have packages that are already prepared for investors. But I really would like you to go to the Investment Authority, where you will get all of them, because they're there and there's more information and they're more knowledgeable to talk about that area than myself.
We will. Mm-hmm. Now, cooperation between Uganda and Egypt has mostly been between governments, government to government, mm-hmm. and has focused on capacity building. Mm-hmm. In the area of education, for instance, I think you've been working with different universities, Alexandria University, Cairo University, and Al-Azhar University. Mm-hmm. What more cooperation is expected in the near future?
Yes, we have been actually accessing some scholarships from Egypt, and we value that and we're grateful for that. But now we want to go an extra mile and do skills development, and we think we have so much to learn from the Egyptian people. I have talked to your ambassador about that. I think you have a very rich experience in Egypt. So we would like to get instructors for skills which can be about processing any of all those things I talked about. I know that you have skills that do real estate, for instance. You are known for the ancient pyramids that you built such long time ago, and they have been there, and those are skills that you have, that you had before anybody could imagine that possible. We want to process our gold, we want to process our silver, we want to, and I know that you have those skills in Egypt and many more, and road construction, for instance, and we want to build the railway, and so we want instructors who will instruct our young people in our universities to be able to do that work, that kind of work. And we want to partner with Egypt, where they have the skills. We would like to learn from them, and whatever we have that they admire, they're welcome to come here and learn from us. That's what cooperation is about.
I was told that you like gold and silver handicrafts mm-hmm. from Egypt. Mm-hmm. To what extent is this true?
I admire what I see. I also admire those who do that work by hand. That's why I want to see our children do what the Egyptians do. And there was a program on CNN about your jewelry, and I think some of it is ancient, really. But we need to learn to do that, because we have the gold right here, and we sell it raw, in its raw form, and we have silver, but we want to now process it. That's why I admire what Egyptians do.
Thank you so much. Karamoja is a region in Uganda. You were Minister for Karamoja Affairs from 2011 to 2016, and you were focused on having people produce their own food. What would you tell us about your experience in Karamoja, and how can it be replicated?
Karamoja is a beautiful place, and it has vast land. It has a small population with a big land area. And when it's green, it really looks ready for agriculture. So I would like us to partner with people who can come and process our food. Indeed, I was encouraging the Karamojong to grow their own food. But if we can have investors who would come and process that food, we would sell that food in the region. There are many people neighboring Karamoja. Kenya is just across the border, and so we could process the food and sell it to that region. So we could do that with the Egyptian investors if they're there.
This is excellent. And in terms of cattle breeding, I think Karamoja is very much known for this too. That's
right. The Karamojong have a different breed of cow.
Not Ankole.
Not Ankole. Their cow is called Zebu cow. They have shorter horns and sometimes no horns at all. But they are cows, yes. And they are a traditional cattle keepers. They have lived by the cow all their lives. They still do, many of their families. So you can also do abattoirs there and process meat and skin.
You know, Your Excellency, you have a problem in Egypt because with the cows, etc., with the meat, etc., of the cows, because your cows, they walk for a very long distance to Sudan before they reach Egypt, and by the time they reach Sudan, they have developed muscles.
Muscles.
Yes, and when you eat cows with muscles, it's not really tender.
That's why they don't have to walk.
Yes.
We have abattoirs, so they do the meat right there in Karamoja. The cows don't have to walk through Sudan to Egypt.
I was told 4,000 kilometers, which is a long distance.
Yes, of course, but that's why we have abattoirs, so that we export meat. We don't take walking cows to grow muscles.
Again, what would you tell us about your experience in Karamoja? Was this a difficult experience? Because I understand that you were selected by President Yoweri Museveni to become the Minister for Karamoja Affairs. Was it a difficult experience? Is it true that it was difficult to find a Minister for Karamoja Affairs and that's why he selected you?
Yes, it was, because Karamoja was a very difficult area for a long time. And it was isolated, and it is a long distance from, the capital. But it was not a difficult experience for me. I also happened to come from a cattle keeping culture, Ankole, and I loved the Karamojong. I made many friends there, and I enjoyed my time when I was there. And so it was not really a difficult place to be and work.
How did you improve their standards of living?
I know the people. I understand their needs. I care to discuss their challenges with them, and so we change things together. I don't change things for them. We discuss them, and all human beings want to live well, and they have ideas, and so we work together to implement their ideas, and that's what I did.